coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Johnson. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire. Yeah. I can do with the jabba. Me, I no get time at the jabba. Dada cover my face, calling me lava. Biggie man, we know the where I money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing, my nigga. What's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, the galley, ride the wind, I know it, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commentate.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I do, what they try to they do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face, just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one die. I know one payment, I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy me good, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, money come, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they get it, ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they get it, ride the wind, and the beat. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Shadashin up Ella, that's my bro, my family. Bows in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. All my people then go say I know one fight, I know one time, I know one women. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, look at it, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, look at it, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. Oluwabana, yeah.
All right, we are back already. Sis, you on mute?
Hey, Shelby, what's up?
Girl. Oh, you got feedback. So look, I got off the live or whatever, and I received a message. Thank you for the person that sent me the message. And of course, old girl is over there all in her feelings talking about some. Can somebody send me the video of her with the butcher knife? I mean, what is that gonna? I'm sorry, how many times have y'all seen that video? Can somebody send me the videos of her son? What is that gonna do?
You know what, Shell? Don't even let that get you back in that space, girl.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna give me in any space, but it's not gonna stop me from calling her a funky pussy bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, like, I've seen them videos 10 times, girl. I don't even need to see it again.
When you have to, and that's why I didn't even bother arguing with her when she initially did this shit, because I'm like, if that's what you reach for, you've already lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go reaching for a lie, like when you're talking about my son did A through Z or whatever, that's a lie. So that can't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me. right? But when I say
Yeah,
your pussy
we
stink,
know the prince is at. We know the prince is doing his thing. He at home. He ain't in jail. Ain't been to jail. Ain't never stepped foot in the jail. So we ain't worried about that.
yeah,
He
like
doing fine.
if you're gonna drag somebody, drag them with the truth, okay? When you a grown ass 53-year-old motherfucking woman and you don't even have proper fucking pots and pans and fucking utensils in your motherfucking house, see, that's a truth. That's a truth, okay? Your pussy stinks. That is a truth. You can't keep a man. That is a truth. We've all seen that. You have a bad hygiene. We done heard about it time and time again. These are all truths. So when you're coming at me with a lie, it does nothing. I'm unmoved. So I just want to let my people know that y'all don't have to worry about anything. Um, if that's all you got, if that's all you can scrounge up, girl, you are in bad shape. You cannot drag a person with a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But I'm glad that you taking this road. I'm proud of you. This shows growth. And remember, we talked about one and done. You did your one and be done. Period. And I'm sorry, people in the chat. Hello. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a migraine. And
Oh,
I
your
know
hair's
I
still
always.
hurting.
Yes, I'm got, I don't know if it's my sinuses or not, but I got a headache still. So I'm going to have to find out why I can't get this headache to break. But
Yeah, and whenever I feel like speaking about whoever I feel like speaking about, I'm gonna do it. I mean, is that going to be what the basis of my content is about? No, but whenever I feel like saying whatever I feel like saying, I'm gonna say it because the fuck I can, and there's nothing you're gonna do about it. You know what I'm saying? At the most you might do is go scramble up some old ass fucking videos. I don't care. I don't care. You're still a lonely, barren ass bitch.
so did people get mad because you stated your opinion or your live yesterday
Which opinion about what? About Noble?
about your live? Were they upset about your live? What's the
Well, the
issue?
thing with the live is that, other people ended up having panels and they were saying that basically I was setting Benz up and all this other stuff. I don't even have a beef with Benz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that me and her, we don't know each other all like that. But it ain't it ain't that. You get what I'm saying? It ain't
I'm
that.
confused. So you set Beans up, even though Beans was protecting MU. Beans came up here and was the one talking about the story, but you set her up. That don't even make no damn sense.
Yeah. And the thing about it was when I was in listening in the bushes, I don't know if I was in the bushes or if I had dropped down, because sometimes I drop down, sometimes I don't. And so when I heard, I believe it was Pizarro was doing the talking, and she was like, "Yeah, Kimmy said," da, da, da," and right away I knew exactly what she was talking about, and I was like, "Oh God!" And then I was thinking, I was there, so I know that when Kimmy has to defend herself, um, she's going to defend herself. And the first thing that she's probably going to say in defense, the first avenue of that is, well, it can't be a lie because Shelly was there. And I was. So I really didn't want to bust anybody out. You know what I'm saying? So I kept on saying, like, can we abort mission? Can we just leave this shit alone or whatever? Can we just dead this shit? Because either way, it's not a good look, is what I was thinking, or whatever, like that. So then we were over here yesterday, and like I said, I did not plan on being live that long or whatever. But we were
Can I
over
tell
here.
you about that? I was so shocked because people don't know you don't like to go over hour, hour and a half. So when I stayed on live so long that I fell asleep, took a nap, woke back up, and you were still live, I couldn't believe that.
I know.
You
And then
made up for every day you ain't go live, damn it, yesterday on that live.
yeah, and then I also didn't realize that, or didn't know until the other day, that StreamYard doesn't record past 11 hours and 55 minutes.
Oh yeah, I did know that because James had a live about a
Wait,
month
what?
ago.
Wait. Did I see that Benz wants to bury the hatchet and have a convo with Megabus? No, this is the first I'm hearing about that. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, we back third. She's, listen, and honestly, she went live. Benz went live. Hold on, let me look right quick. This is news to me. This is getting even more and more weird.
Shells, is it snowing in Maryland?
No, it's not snowing here. I saw it was snowing in Detroit because
Girl,
I
we
have
got a
watched.
whole damn snowstorm.
Oh my god, I know y'all fucking with me right now. This is fucking crazy. Um, you didn't hear about that?
No, you know damn well I don't watch some people.
Oh, I do. Okay, I see the live right here. Bury the hatchet. Well, okay, I guess good for her then. Now, I would like to thank. Yeah, I see it now. Thank you. I didn't know that. Now I don't know, but I'm just thinking if she went and put papers. I know the state picks up some stuff, so I don't know if she can drop it or
Drop what?
the case that she got started.
It depends on if the you're right, if the state, because that's a state case. So it depends on if the state prosecutor wants to drop it. She can request to put a drop in, but if they feel that it's heinous. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Heinous, or if they feel it's a habitual trend for that person, sometimes they will still continue with the charges.
Wow. Well, see, this is my thing, right? Whatever the Benz wants to do, that's her business, right? That's her right to do it. I even said something to Benz not too long ago, and I was saying, Benz, you think you could just let this shit go? I did kind of say that to her because I said everybody is supporting her anyway. So you're the bad person according to them. And I think maybe Benz is falling into the pressure under the people who are telling her what she's doing is wrong. But when you have people like that, like Megabus, and you let them slide, it's only going to get worse. And then when you try to go back and do something later on, you ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Yeah, you can do that too. Now, if you um, drop a report and then you go back and you do the same report, a lot of times they still have to file it by law, but they'll take their time, they'll drag their feet. That's what happened to the lady at my job. Girl, she had the guy harassing her on the job. The case I just handled at work, and he kept harassing her, and then she felt bad, dropped it, and girl then came back. 2 weeks later, he went and busted every damn window out her car and jumped on her at work. And girl, they was like, "Well, you dropped the charges."
Yeah.
You know, even though it still wasn't right what he did. And he was a much older guy. You wouldn't even think he act like that. But so it just depends.
And I think it's also a lesson learned, honestly, for everybody, because um a lot of times when you get invested and you get involved in these situations, these people make up to break up. They friends, they not friends, and so on and so forth, or whatever. And you'll be the bad person when all you were trying to do was support. You get what I'm saying? So I don't really care what nobody does. I don't really, and that's why I said when people try to put me uh in categories based on who I'm cool with or whatever, I'm always like, don't put me in the middle of that, because these people flip and flop so fucking much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to take on no battle for nobody. I don't care who it is.
How many times have we talked about that? We done talked about that several times. Going in
Yeah, because
fighting.
they don't stay mad with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Then next thing you look, they'll turn around and then you'll be the bad guy.
Yeah, they'll say that
That
you forced them, you put them together. Just like right now, the shit is being said yesterday that I was trying to set Ben's up. And I'm like, set her the fuck up. And the way how it was even brought up, even though Kimmy should be live today at some point. So make sure you guys check out her live and she can speak
I
for
was just
herself.
about to ask that. I'm glad you answered that.
Yeah, she had a situation going on, so she was busy right now. But she should be live at some point. I wish she was live like during the day hours, because you know how I be trying to shut it down at a certain time. But the way it happened when that whole conversation took place, it really was so fucking innocent. You know what I'm saying? But if you hear now the way it's being talked about, it just sounds like it was this whole setup in place. Like, no, you know, that wasn't the case. She was just like, when was you gonna tell me y'all had a relationship and all this other stuff? So that's just kind of how it went. And I was just sitting there like, well, I kind of knew it. I could kind of see some things, you know? And
But it looked that
even
way, Shelly, because I like Benz, and I've been the only one kind of advocating for Benz. Benz doesn't speak clearly and doesn't talk. She kind of, what's the word I want to say? Because I don't want, I
talks in
like her.
circles or
Yeah, she talk in circles, and so it make it look like when she talking in circles, like somebody lying, or she trying to
what's
hide
up,
something,
sis?
or she trying to protect somebody, and that's where it look wrong at. Even though you telling the damn truth, you be looking crazy because she be sitting up there like, yeah, yeah, y'all sat there. Now I sat there and defended her. I was cool yesterday and tried to defend her. And Misunderstood came in the chat and then said, no, you knew this yesterday, and she was looking crazy. Then turned around and I think they said Misunderstood defended her. I'm like,
But
you know
I was
what? I'm
confused by
done.
that part too because it was a
I'm
lot going
done.
on. So when they said they misunderstood, um, I don't know. I didn't really get quite that part all like that. And even with misunderstood, um, I don't necessarily have a beef with her. So I'm not necessarily advocating for her or against her. You get what I'm saying? But I'm
Me
just saying,
neither.
I'm just speaking on
I'm
how
not
I
either.
feel about the pictures being posted. I feel like that shit was wrong.
Me neither. I think it's wrong, and I stand on that. But I ain't neither here nor there, and I can understand people who got issues with it not giving a damn either. Because I had to put myself in Joyce in them shoes too. When Joyce said she thought it was wrong, but she don't care, and I was like, well, dang, was I being Mother Teresa? I can understand their feelings as well. So, um,
And see, this is the thing. A lot of times I know a lot of stuff. And since you know this, right? Because you've been knowing me for a long time. And sometimes everything is not my place to always say something.
right,
However, if if what I if what I was told yesterday was true, y'all motherfucking heads is gonna spin around very fucking soon. And some people, let me see if I still have this in my dashboard. Some people will have, okay? And that's why even when I'm trying to figure out something, I try not to get too deep or too invested, especially if I don't know what the fuck is going on, because some things you speak up too quick and then you'll be looking crazy. So I don't know. I don't know.
I just feel like girl, I just can't wait till this tea come out because I want to see what it is now. But if it's gonna hurt other people, then I hate. That's the part I hate about it. If it's gonna affect other people, then I don't want it. I don't want it to come out. Leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't my place to say either. So you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I just came back to back because I was like, wait a minute. Did this girl think I'm really bothered? Like, girl, play the night video, post shit about my kids. I don't expect anything less from you. What else are you gonna do? You don't have anything else to say. And guess what? You still can't get a man and you still can't keep a man. So that shit don't change. Okay? You can post 7,000 videos of me or my family and you still can't get a man with your whack pussy ass. See, that's what cowards do. They sit behind the internet and do all this little crazy ass shit. That shit is not phasing me. Like, nobody's gonna take me backwards. Nobody's gonna have me screaming and hollering and foaming at the motherfucking mouth or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can go live and post a video of me. I can go on one of my 6 fucking channels I have and show her motherfucking legal situation that she's in. I mean, we can do it if you want to do it. Want to have fun, get started. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't broke any laws. You know? So I'm just saying, like, I'm not moved by her. She don't even have the potential for me to even feel any way about however she feels about me. You know what I'm saying? Any woman that's hot trotting it all over the United States of America, begging niggas to fuck her, and I'm supposed to be worried about what she thinks about anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's just that she's found the right fucking people that she can go out here and threaten them, or the fact that she got to say, well, I'm gonna call his baby mother, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, because once you lose control, you don't know what to do. But what you need to do is get control of your own fucking life. You're 53 years old and just going back out into the workforce. You got your shit alone that you need to deal with. You're not in any position to talk about anybody at all. That part, Alexis, and that, let me tell you, that's the part that really made me get my fucking self together, because I was seeing so many people die back to back, and I was like, damn, life is so unpredictable, and I do not want to be facing God and he's asking me, well, why did I do this, and why did he, why did this happen, or this, that, or the other thing, and I don't have no answer for that. And
Well, it's funny you said that, because that's why the other day I had talked and I said I was gonna work on forgiveness, and I did. I was gonna talk to you later on to talk to you what I had did, but behind the scenes, because I told you that's something I'm gonna work on, and that is something I'm working on. And so I get what you're saying when you're saying you're trying to do different. You get tired of doing the same thing. That get old. That arguing, fussing, and fighting get old. So I get it.
And I feel like, and just keep in mind, Joyce does have a wrench. So please do not start arguing with her, because if she times you out or blocks you, I'm not going to do a damn thing about it. But now, and see, again, I hate to even get involved in this because this is still really none of my business. But I feel like with MU, she called Joyce and she put Joyce in her business. So that's just how that got there. You can't get around that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. And I think that's part of the issues. Like, if me and you are having an issue or whatever, I need to talk to you about it. I don't need to go get a third party and talk to them about it, about whatever we have going on. That's what keeps a lot of shit going on.
And that's the part. Me and you have done that. When it's something we don't agree with, you'll be like, well, you know what, Small? I ain't like when you did such and such and such and such. You come to me and I come to you. And I will say that's something we do as adults. That's why I be like, everybody be talking about, no, Shelly, you can come talk to her. And we have sat down, had whole conversations, and told what we don't like about what one another has done. So I agree with you. I don't just think everything is for the YouTube, the internet, and that's what me and Nika had a long talk the other day, and that's what I was telling Nika. Everything ain't for YouTube. Everything ain't for the
Well,
internet.
I have a problem with that myself. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm talking to Nika, I'm talking to Nika. I don't need no third party to butt in, jump in, or get in the middle of it because I'm
That's what I
talking to her.
that's
She's a
what I
grown
told
woman.
her.
I'm a grown woman. I don't need nobody else in the middle of that.
That's what I told her.
Period.
Yeah. In the conversation we had. Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I don't.
And she was receptive to it. She understood, and she was agreeing. She was like, "Yeah, everything." But like I was trying to explain to Ben's yesterday, when I said that we had talked about not listening to people from a third party. Stop listening to if you ain't hear it or you ain't verify it. Don't listen to nobody else. And that was my thing with Ben's. I just was wondering, did she actually go see that video? Because I knew I wasn't crazy when I saw the video. I was like, I didn't hear Kimmy say nothing about her posting the videos or nothing like that. So where is she getting this from? And that's why I had asked her, did you look at it? You and that's what we talking about. You can't get stuff. She said it's important when you're on here that you get the information yourself. Don't listen to nobody else or ask that person, talk to that person. I was like, that
Yeah.
do make more sense. And she said that keep a lot of bullshit down.
And I will say this, Joyce, again, it's not my place to tell you how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to your children. Um, but I just think the whole situation between you and MU was just very unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing when other people have issues that they don't have under control and they bring other people into their situation. And that's what it was. She had an issue with her friend and then she brought other people into it.
Joyce in the chat, Shelly.
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Oh hey Joyce. I ain't know girl, I can't
Well,
you know I can't see the chat when I'm on live. I don't know how to do it.
this is what I'm going to say. My God, today that everything is not necessarily my place to speak on at this moment. Um, my only job was really to defend myself when I came on here earlier today, and I'm gonna let who needs to defend their self, defend their self, right? So I can only speak on what I know about or what I know of. And I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't even know that it was out there. You know what I'm saying? About the whole misunderstood had sent Ben's pictures or whatever. I didn't even know that was out here until I was listening to Pizarro. And then that's where I heard it. I was like, oh God, damn. That's what I was thinking because I knew that if then denied, that's just going to bring up something else. It's going to bring up something else. And you know how it goes when you're in battle. You're in battle and it's going to go any which kind of way. People going to throw out whatever they have. You know what I mean? Maybe she was grieving her mom back then. My sister passed. I don't know who.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what she took. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
And the worst part is when you lose a family member around the holidays. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Whether
about to say,
you
and
are deep into the holidays or not, that shit is always painful.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Who
And
is
then,
this? Why not? Who is y'all think people not watching what you? I had to go get my.
oh, they're already gone somewhere. They said they was leaving or whatever. I don't know. People are gonna listen. I don't even get mad when people say certain things because we don't tell everything. Even like right now, I'm holding back on a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch that I'm holding back on. I'm not saying anything because it's really not my place. And I really don't want to be or have to be in a position to say certain things because it's really not my place.
So let me just ask you this, Shelly. So people are mad because you did commentary on the situation. So why you not allowed to do commentary, but everybody else is?
Well, because they always think that there's rules for them and rules for other people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I think people are more so mad about the Ben situation and the misunderstood situation, because they're saying that Ben's is being lined up, but I don't understand how that could be.
Okay, this is why Ben's. I just wish Ben's would talk and open up. Only thing what made Ben's look bad yesterday was Ben's was double talking. First, Ben said Kimmy, she not only said she saw it, she insisted. This is the part that changed, made me feel a little way because I had been defending her. Had I not been defending her,
Yeah,
I said the part that made me feel some type of way was when I heard her say, and this is I don't understand how y'all lining her up when this is her own shit. When she came out and she thought I said, Kimmy, Kimmy said that I put out those news. And Kimmy said that I had those pictures and I had this and I had that. So when I heard the video, I'm like, I didn't hear Kimmy say nothing about her posting the news. I did hear Kimmy say the same pictures being Scott. So I don't know if everybody beef with Kimmy is that Kimmy never showed that the proof that Ben's got those pictures. Because that's what I'm
yeah,
taking that everybody is mad at. But Kimmy proved the point. I mean, she proved the point that she did not say that Ben's posted the pictures. Now, I think what ZX and shout out to the way he acted in the chat, I really don't want to say his name.
yeah.
But what he was trying to say was it never proved how did they know that Ben's had those pictures. And she kept talking in circles. And then she said she didn't have one picture. Then she came out and said she had this picture. Then she meant. So I was confused at that point. I was like, well, you know what? I can't defend no more. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet because I can't defend if you're not going to sit up here and say what it is.
And you know the crazy part was I wasn't even trying to prove anything to anybody about nothing. I was shocked to hear what was going on. And I think what happened is I feel like, and maybe this is just me assuming, I can only assume, I feel like um maybe Kimmy was taking a stand of, you know, everybody has those pictures. So who's to say what, when, and where they came from, or whatever, you know, like that. I don't know. So maybe, you know, I don't want to assume because I hate when people assume. So I'm just gonna let
Exactly.
Kimmy speak for herself,
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
because she's a grown woman and she can speak for herself. And I continue to tell content creators, if it's something that you're unsure about, when it comes to me, all you have to do is come to me and ask me. You don't have to assume anything. You don't have to make up anything. You don't have to fucking add, you know, put 2110. But they would rather do that because it's commentary for them. They don't care whether they're telling the truth, whether it's a lie, whether they got to do 15 more videos. Because look, they could do one video and just tell the truth and case is closed. But let's be honest, half these content creators, they don't have any content. So why would they do a one and a done?
I was gonna say it's more financial for them,
Yes.
and it's another way to drag you and make you look bad. Because I didn't understand how this shit flipped on you. This is where I was lost at. Now, how the hell did the shit flip on Shelly? All Shelly said was it was wrong, and that she was in the back chat. So now you the bad guy. Now you the person who lined her up and everything else. You didn't even put Ben's name in anything. So how could you line her up? I'm confused, and I'm this whole thing. See, this is the silly, this that hypocrisy shit I be talking about. This is silly. So personally, I would just let this shit go, like you said. I would let this shit go, but I do want Ben's to understand and explain to me. Do she have any? Because first she said she didn't have but one picture. Then she described another picture. So I was confused on that part. Do she got the pictures or don't she got some pictures? And I was so damn tired at that point. I didn't give a damn if she had them or didn't have them. Shit. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I mean,
honest.
I don't know. Just like I said, it put me in a funky position because how, how would I be? How fucked up would I be if I sit in Pizarro's chat and listen to Pizarro call Kimmy 99, 55 fucking liars, knowing that I wasn't there when the conversation took place and I didn't say anything. I wouldn't know, to be honest, sis, I wouldn't want anybody around me. And this is one of my problems that I have with people, right? So while I'll never put you in the middle of anything that I have going on, if you know, let's just say, for example, there's something going on and you know what it was because you were there in the middle of that conversation. So maybe you're over at Nika's place and you're hearing Nika say, you know, Shelly's lying, that didn't happen, but you were there and you know it. I would wonder what type of fucking friend are you if you just gonna sit there and shut the fuck up and don't say nothing and give me and let me be called a liar.
Now you know I wouldn't let that happen though. That ain't me. But that wouldn't have been a friend. So that's what I'm saying. You can't be mad or get beat yourself up because you told the truth or you told
No,
what you thought
I'm
happened.
not beating myself
But
up at
but
all.
the
I mean, I
problem
would
is,
rather that I didn't have to say anything at all,
right,
but
I get that.
I
But what I'm
wasn't one
saying,
to not say something.
you know the people are haters. You know the people gonna put 20 on 10. You know your name draws bullshit. So they're gonna instantly make it. What Shelly said, Shelly, did as long as you spoke your truth, that's all that matters. You were there in the conversation. They're gonna, no matter what you do, you're not gonna be the good guy either way it go. So you said what it is. People who got common sense see it for what it is. I just don't think that it's fair to flip the shit over on you. You didn't line her up for anything because you didn't say her name. So that part I don't understand. All you said was you was in the back chat and that conversation did take place.
Okay, so no friends, no victims. Let me tell you this, right? And this might not be the answer that you want to hear, but I'm this type of person, I've told y'all this a billion times. If I have a way to reach out to somebody on the back end, I'm going to always reach out to them on the back end and express how I feel. I'm never going to come and reprimand anyone if I have your number or if I'm cool with you or whatever. I'm not going to do that. So I did have a conversation with Kimmy and I expressed how I felt. And 9 out of 10, Kimmy should be live today. She's not at home right now. So, I mean, I wish she could have been live during the day because you know me, sis. At a certain time of the day, you know, I try to crank it down. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So I just pretty much did what I needed to do. And I will be patiently waiting for Kimmy to come live. Okay. So no, I don't mind you asking that. Just yeah, so she'll be live. She'll be live today. She should be live later on. And
And
so
Dorothy B, I agree with you. I'm
yeah,
not.
I
I
agree.
agree with you. So I
I
mean,
agree.
that's what I'm saying. That's
I
that's
agree.
basically what I'm saying in a nutshell. So
But
all.
by you knowing me, you do understand the position it puts me in, right?
I know. It is. What did I tell you? Exactly. I know position to make put you in.
It
Yes,
puts me in one hell of a fucking position.
it does. And I agree
That's
with.
why I'm not mad with anybody really who, like, the person says there's a lot of talking in circles. I can't be mad at somebody for stating the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying. I can't get mad at Dorothy for saying that. I mean, for real, that's
Yeah,
what it looks like.
I'm not mad about that at all. Um, and even for me, a lesson learned because I deal with things a little bit different when it comes to receipts and stuff, right? And I deal with receipts in a different type of way because of things that have been done to me before. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's almost like self-preservation has to kick in at some fucking point, you know? So that's where we are.
And
So
that's the
I'm just
best way to
asking
be.
y'all to, the only thing I'm asking y'all to do is just to have some patience and wait for Kimmy to come on. And if she comes on, and if people are still accusing me of something or something I did that I need to say, I will say it. But since this is kind of really her situation, I'm gonna take a back seat because I've said all I needed to say, and I've really said all that I feel comfortable saying.
And at that point, leave it at that. Hey,
Yes.
YouTube cameras. That's my girl. And I'm kind of with you, Beasley, also, even though I don't know you. But I agree with you. Why are we talking about pictures that's 5 years old? If this been, but I guess it's not B. It wasn't in the B sector. So you got to realize when something comes to the B sector, it's new to the B sector. It may be old, in whatever previous sector she was in, but it's new to the B sector. So I guess that's the best way to answer your question. But I do agree with you. Who gives a damn about the pictures? And they 5 years old. At this point, I don't want to even. I don't
I
even
didn't
want to hear
even
her name
know.
or the pictures.
I didn't even know until yesterday that the pictures were up on a public site. So then I was like, well, how the fuck is there going to be a case? I mean, could
The,
there still be a case? Maybe, maybe not. I don't
it
know.
it depends. It depends now. What site is it on? Is it a porn site that she agreed? Was she a victim when they were put on there? Did she agree for them to be public? It's a lot of things that come into display when it comes to that. So
Thank you, Meow Meow. For some reason, I don't think my YouTube stuff is working right. I'm not seeing no scheduled lives. I'm not seeing where people I'm subscribed to already was live. Is anybody else having that problem?
I didn't know you was live earlier. I didn't get no like, hey soul sister. I didn't see any and hey vibrant. I didn't see any alert, and I haven't been getting any of that. No, I
Yeah,
haven't. I just said that.
there's something not right that's going on because when they said that thing about Ben's, it was news to me. The judge is the only one who can determine all that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep, it is. It's gonna be based on a judge. It's gonna be based on a whole lot of factors in that because yeah, it could be on a public site, but it's a whole bunch of other factors that go into that when it comes to public site. Did she sign off? Did she agree? Do you have her permission to post? Let me tell you, if you don't give a person permission to post, send, or anything with you, that is considered. They can put that under electronic wire fraud. They can do a lot of things. You got to know your laws when it comes to them things. That's how they catching these people up on RICO charges. RICO charges one in set up to break down gangs and different things like that. But because gangs are on the internet posting and doing the things that they're doing, yeah, we went over there and blew up the house on so on, so on, so on, so. Well, now you don't put it on out in the public. You don't put it on You don't put it on electronic device, and they get you like that. So you got to be careful. You got to learn these different things. So I'm glad that I'm um, tuning back up my skills because my thing is labor, but I think I'm gonna branch off into this portion of it because baby, they hitting people with RICO charges and RICO cases every day. RICO
Oh, they
cases.
say MU doesn't own the pictures. The website does.
Right, the
And
website
can
does
I
own the
also say
pictures.
this too? Because when you give
That's true.
women a compliment, these people on here be thinking that there's something so weird about that. But I think as women, we should be able to give other women compliments. And I just wanted to say, Butterfinger, your hair is slayed in that picture. It fits your face so well. That's so cute. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the bell on too because I definitely didn't see it. Regardless, people aren't respecting subscribers and we are sick of it. Well, I understand that too. To be honest, listen, I consider myself to be a subscriber first. And when I hear some of the ways that content creators speak to subscribers, it's disgusting. And the main thing that I tell people is respect me and I'm gonna respect you. It's not what you say, it's how you say what you say. And I know that everybody that I like, y'all are not gonna like. You get what I'm saying? I get that. Um, but I just ask that you show a certain level of respect when they're here, whether they're on my platform or in the chat room, because it then puts me in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all battling out, then I have to make a decision sometimes, and I would rather just give the content. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
a
that
difference.
hairstyle is really
Wait a
cute on
minute, Shelly. Now, it's a difference of tolerating things and being respectful. Now, I commend you for allowing people to come in your chat and say they mind, but they can be respectful. Period. Some of these comments is disrespectful, and I think because you have gotten a lot softer and nicer, that they've been pushing it and getting away with it.
you. Yeah, I'll
Be,
agree with that.
be
I mean,
respectful when you on her chat for real now. That some of this shit y'all saying ain't cool. And for real, I've been sitting back quiet. I ain't been saying nothing. And then like me and Joyce kind of took the bully yesterday because let me tell you, I do understand. And I said, since we talking about, it, let's talk about it. You got people that's chaos demons that go on every platform and go on there to destroy it or go up there to cause controversy and be different. That's fine because we understand that's some people's opinion, but that's not your platform. You get what I'm
right.
saying? So when you see somebody that you know coming in there, that you know that's about to come in here, cause a bunch of shit, some people come in your platform and say, well, that's not my opinion. I don't feel that way. Okay, we done heard your opinion. Then you keep saying it. Now you spamming the chat with your same opinion. So you want a reaction. Then you want somebody to say what you want. So when somebody say, well, why you don't feel that way? Then they snap. Some people cause chaos. So what I'm saying is, I think sometimes people are starting to become and take advantage of your kindness. And I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, be respectful when y'all come in her chat for real.
Because this is the thing, I don't question none of these content creators about nothing that they have going on or whatever the fuck they talking about or whatever. And then the whole thing of me inserting myself, we all are inserting ourselves in some shit because this is what the fuck it is. They wanted to make it this way when content creators started being each other's content. I never ever liked the idea of content creators being each other's content. To me, that's the lazy way of doing content. That's lazy. It's just lazy. You're sitting there, one person do a live, and that shit is getting replayed 55 motherfucking times. How many times do y'all got to review some shit that already took fucking place? That's no talent. That's no content. That's whack. That's ridiculous. Fighting with people who aren't fucking with you. That's whack too. And I limit myself to that. I limit how far I'm going to go, even with certain people, because if I don't have a beef with them, I'm not about to start no beef just because they need clicks and fucking views. You don't like me? Oh, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, Beasley, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I just want people to, respect my platform the way I respect other people's platforms. When I go there, I don't go there to raise hell. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is saying something, there's lots of times where I don't say anything, even if I know about something. But if a person that I'm cool with is being lied on and I know different, then I'm going to say something. Sometimes I can't always say something because it's not my place. But I don't know why. I was still a little bit confused with Ben's. Like, why was she so worked up? But then I also felt like, maybe she didn't want her business to be out there on Front Street. That's how I took it. Like, maybe she didn't want nobody to know, she was out here doing whatever. So, talking to different women or whatever. So, I don't know. Who is Sirius Bailey? Who's BK? You said BK back in the day. Who was BK Bayless? And even the thing with like Noble, even people acting like I need to use him for content. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. I don't need anybody for content. I got shit that I was fucking recording how long ago that I ain't never even fucking edited to even put that shit together. The one thing I don't need is content or ideas. I don't need that. I don't care who he goes to. Everybody know that me and BS don't see it for each other. But If he went to VS to give his story, that's his business. I don't care. He's a grown man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do if he chooses to do it. You know what I'm saying? But under no circumstances is anybody going to tell me what I can and cannot talk about. And you can post 1,000 videos of my child, me with a knife or whatever. Knock yourself out. But you wonder why you keep on losing pages, dummy. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Even with that, everybody knows that I'm cool with Kimmy. So when you come in my chat and you say things about her, it puts me in a position, right? Because if there's somebody over on her channel and they're talking shit about me or to me, I'm gonna have a fucking problem with that. Like I did with Back. Who is Back? Oh, Back when? You're saying back when? Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of times these people say that, and blow the heifer, you know, I don't have no issues with you. Look, let's just not even do that, okay? Oh my God. Is that, oh, that thumbnail picture. Anyway. Okay, so hold on, let me see what Sim says. In Ben's defense, I think it was an overreaction to her name being brought up. I don't really know her, so I could be wrong. I do feel like it was, well, what did I, because even when she said, well, Kimmy, I don't have an issue with you. I think she was looking at it like, well, I haven't done anything to you, so why are you even bringing up anything that I said or anything that I did, right?
I agree with that, the Sims overdose. That I agree with what you're saying. And I'm agreeing with what you about to say, Shelly, too. Because that's how I thought also.
But what I think happened, like I said, what I think happened doesn't mean that that's what happened. I feel like she may have been trying to defend a friend. I don't know. Or maybe it was with all the information she had available. She made a decision based off of that, right? I don't know. But as I've told Kimmy, like I have told Joyce, and like I have even told you, pick your battles wisely, because you can go out here and you can go to war for some other people. And when it comes down to it, the minute that you don't do what the fuck they want you to do, everything that they are doing to others, they will do it to you. Hence, you go to Tracy fucking page, she got Kimmy's mugshots all up and down her fucking page. See, once you tap, or the reason why me and you, no matter what we've been through, you know, during our time here on YouTube, the reason why we have been able to still have a good relationship, because we've never crossed certain boundaries with each other. If
But
you ever
that's
get to the
because
point,
we were adult enough to set the boundary and stick to that boundary with one another. We set that boundary, what we would and wouldn't do to each other. And I can honestly say we have both lived by that boundary we set for one another. Can you say that?
right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And but if at any time you went there, right, and you disclosed personal conversation we had, text messages or whatever, for me, it would be no coming back from that.
But you know I ain't gonna do that. That
No,
ain't
I know that you
yeah.
wouldn't. And that's one of the things I've always respected about you, is how loyal of a person you are. That there is no mad day for you, right? Some of the people that I'm the closest to, there are people who they don't go that avenue, right? Hey, Ava, they don't go that avenue. And even if on Mad Day, somebody might call you a no good bitch or some shit like that or whatever, I'm never going to do something to try to jeopardize, you know, where you lay your head, how you earn or getting your money, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because when you go there, it's no coming back from that, right? Um, just like old boy that called me the other day to try to apologize on the phone. I hung up in his ear because you have violated me repeatedly.
You want
And
you need me to step in, Shells? You go.
um yeah, just for a moment, please, sis. Just continue to talk to the people for me. But Shelly, are you
Okay.
saying that anyone that posts in here must like who you like? No. No. What I'm saying is, let me break it down.
You just said that.
Well,
Okay.
let's make it clear.
Okay. I'm gonna say
Okay?
you
Let's
you
make it
gotta handle
very,
that real
very
quick,
clear.
or do you want to handle that and then come back, or how you want to do it?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. So hey, soul sister, what I'm gonna say is this. Um, I have somebody they learned my history. I don't have no history on here, but what I'm gonna say is this: I have fallen out with somebody on here before, and the person told me the one thing they appreciate that I never gave out was any text messages, any conversations, their address, or anything else. You have to set your boundaries when you're friends on here. It's hard to be friends on YouTube. I will honestly say that. Um, because people are going to get involved in your friendship. People are going to carry bones. You know, you might be friends, say you're friends with someone and they don't like somebody that you actually like. All those things come to play. So I will honestly say it is hard to have a relationship on YouTube, but you have to set your boundaries and you have to know how to handle them, where to handle them. So, Dorothy, were you talking about my history? I don't have no history on here because I'm not a content creator. Never have been. I have been asked for years to be one, and I don't want to be one because, first of all, I feel they go too low on here. I really have a good job. I have a private life. So my thing is, do I need my life docs, my kids put out there, my kids follow to school? See, some of y'all haven't been on YouTube, but it's been a lot of low down shit that has gone on here. Kids have been followed, kids have been families been called, different things. It goes too far to me. It's gotten to the point where it goes beyond beef. Beef to me is we cuss one another out or we go in on one another. We leave it at there. Beef ain't to me, I call your job to get you fired. I call your husband's job. I'm posting where you live at, putting your whole entire family in danger. Because let's be real, it's some real crazy people out here in the world nowadays. It ain't people not people think that they doing something for their favorite content creator and go and kill them. You know, the people be on Instagram. When you're an Instagram model, you got to actually think about and worry about somebody coming to your home or anything like that. So you got to be careful nowadays on YouTube. It's just not safe to me. So is that something that I'm willing to put my family and my kids through? No, that's not something that I want to do and I'm willing to do. You know, just like I love Nika. Nika said the one thing you got to do is remain anonymous, and that's something she wished she would have did years ago. So if you do want to start a channel, what I would recommend is listen to some of the people who's been on here for a while and listen to their tips and listen to the people who are actually friends and they could tell you. But I'm not gonna tell you any lies. It's not easy being friends or having friends on here because people do get mad at one another and mad day do come sometimes. Do I sit up there and take that and do I expose every damn thing about that person? That's just not me and my personality, and I ain't gonna do it because I don't do it in my real life. So I feel like I'm an adult, and we can either agree to disagree. We can sit down like two adults and hash it out, or you can go your way and I can go my way. Those are the three ways to handle a situation. So that's
Okay.
just me.
Okay, so
Now,
let me say
you
this
back?
because we got a lot
Okay.
to I don't mean to cut you off. We have a lot that we have to get through. And I definitely want to be off of here. So when Kimmy is gonna come live, we can go over there and then support, right? Okay. Also, when I get done saying this, I also want to speak about Jay Wilson and yesterday. So I want to talk about that. But let me just say this real quick because I just want to be clear and I want people to understand. I don't expect for everybody to like who I like at all. I'm grown enough and mature enough to understand that everybody has choices. You know what I'm saying? Who they're gonna rock with, who they may like, or who they may dislike, right? However, my only request is if you know that I have a YouTube ship with somebody, oh, below the belt is child. Listen, and I'm gonna continue to laugh at her. Okay, nobody can hurt me with a lie at all. And the fact of what she's trying to do, it lets me know how bothered she is. So I won, she lost. Okay, all right. Now, the only thing I'm asking is if you know that I have a YouTube shit with somebody, I just ask that you do not disrespect that person. You can even say, if y'all say in my chat, and this is what I want my moderators to understand too. If somebody's just to say, you know what, I don't believe what Kimmy said. How could I be mad about that? That is people's choice. They're entitled to have their own opinion. But if people start saying crazy stuff about her body, you know, so-called looks or this or that, it puts me in a position because she has her own platform. So I feel like if you have something bad to say about her, and it doesn't have to just be Kimmy, it could be anybody, right? You could do it at her platform, or you could do it in the 99 places where they hate her. So it's a free place and space to do it. When I'm over on her platform, she gives me the courtesy of not having anybody per se on the link that's dragging me, or the chat's not dragging me, or whatever. So I like to give that same respect back, I feel, about anybody. A lot of people do not like Jay Wilson. Y'all know I support Jay Wilson. Now, apparently, people are telling him that I have an issue with him interviewing Tracy and Noble. Okay, why the fuck would I have an issue with that? He met the two of them. Him and Tracy have a relationship. He's the vlog father, so he the vlog what you want to call it, father-in-law, I guess. I don't know. So I don't have an issue with him doing whatever, you know, he's doing on his end. Now, what I did say, you know, even to Noble or whatever, he has the right, I believe he has the right to express how he feels. Now, for the most part, and I can even be fair to say that most people that either one of them will go to is going to be biased to a certain degree. But for me, I'm mature enough that I don't have to be biased, and I don't have to just say he's all right with everything because I don't see it for Tracy. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't hate Tracy. She does not have the power to make me hate her. Okay, I kind of feel indifferent. You know what I'm saying? I will never fuck with her. I think she is a demon. I think she takes shit too far, and she does it with every single person. Okay, if you ask me, Tracy's a friend to nobody. Okay, so Noble supported me before him and Tracy got in a relationship. So why is he not allowed to come to my platform and hang the fuck out? Now, should I have been petty by saying like, I wasn't being petty when I asked him what type of woman is he looking for? If he's single, what's wrong with that question? What's wrong with that? Is he supposed to never entertain the idea of being with another fucking woman? If he was to say today he wants to work it out with her, so be it. You think I'm going to tell him not to do it? He's a grown ass man. He can do whatever he wants to do. But the only thing that I ask y'all to do, because just like Kimmy told me the other day, you are a managing moderator on my channel. So you don't have to tolerate certain things. However, I don't want to go through and start blocking her whole motherfucking chat because they're saying some crazy shit to me because they don't see it for me, but they see it for her. We all have people, and we don't always, you know, everybody who likes her doesn't necessarily like me for whatever reason, whether they have a reason or no reason. I don't have a beef with Jay Wilson. Somebody did come here and ask, well, how do you feel about the stuff he was saying yesterday? I was confused by some of it because it was like, well, you're going to be, you know, a part of the, what did he say? You're going to be a part of the solution or part of the problem or whatever. But I think he also has to know that this is YouTube, and for most people, it's content. Okay? So when Tracy was out here doing the shit that she was doing to me, I didn't see anybody up in arms about it. My phone was ringing off the hook by some of the same people that's all up in her fucking face right now. And I said, I don't care. Now, we've been here today talking about death. And anybody on here would know if you have death, immediate family in your death. And when I say immediate, it got no more immediate than what the fuck it was. I did not care anything about YouTube and what people were saying or what people were doing. If anybody checks any of my other social media, y'all will see that I was out of the country. You will see that I was going through shit and I was dealing with shit. So I took a step back because I just didn't have time to do this and to do all of that. And I will tell you that death, and maybe this is not the right words to say it's the best thing that ever happens to me, because it's not. It's like one of the worst things that ever happened to me was also one of the best things that ever happened for me, because it was like a breakthrough. You get what I'm saying? I got back in line with God. I started figuring out, you know, what is it that I want to do? And even when it comes to YouTube, either I'm going to piss on the pot and I'm going to do it, or else I'm going to walk away from this shit and I'm never going to look back. Okay? But however, if you're beefing with somebody or you're, you know, whatever it is, and when you have to go to those people's children, family, or whatever, that makes you a weak ass bitch. Because I can sit here all day and I could post pictures of Tracy mama in a casket. But guess what? I don't go that low because it's not within me. I'm not going to take it so far that if I have to answer for what I'm doing, I can't answer for it. I'm not going to do that. Now, I don't know if anybody's making Jay Wilson feel like he has to position himself to something or whatever. I don't know. But for me, I don't feel any type of way about him interviewing Tracy and Noble. If she wasn't so nasty, I'm not saying she would have wanted to hit my link, but she could have even came up on the link or whatever and said, well, Noble this or whatever the fuck it was. But the thing is, they're not together. He's not a slave. You don't have ownership of him. Now, if he wants to be treated that way, that's on him. But I'm going to tell you something about me. I don't care what that girl does. I don't care how she does it. It's not going to stop me from saying or doing whatever it is that I want to do. And at no point am I going to get mad to the point where I'm trying to fly across the country to go look for somebody. For what? You're a punk ass bitch. Girl, I went to sleep kind of early last night. Sorry, it wasn't that early. And then I went live earlier today, and I said, let me just go live or whatever, because I had seen TMO, and I only listened to about 5 minutes of her video because I don't like to listen to anybody lying on me. And the narrative was how I was lining Benz up and I was doing all the talking. I was being very slow with my words because I wasn't trying to put Benz out there. I wasn't trying to put anybody out there. It was new news to me that this shit was even, that it was out there. But it is what it is, and we're here, okay? So, like I said, and I don't know, and I've said this before, I don't know what Brianna's issue is with me. And I get it. People don't have to like me, and that's okay. But I also think that you don't have to make up stories either, because that's something that I don't do. No matter what happens, I don't then go and I don't ever do commentary on Brianna. I've done some on maybe like the cooking thing or whatever, but that's been it. I don't get in between her and her relationships or lack thereof. I don't speak on that. And I don't think it's really her place to speak on mine or whatever. And not even just her, anybody. I don't. Yeah, and I do think that everybody is I do think that everybody's pretty much trying to tell him what he can say and what he can't say, and do you want peace or do you want war or whatever. But basically what he's basically being told is just shut the fuck up. But the last I checked, he was not the one that was out here telling all of this different stuff. The link is dropped. Hold on, let me put my banner up just in case, because it'd be good they catch me off kilter. Okay, Brianna?
It's me.
Okay, let me take it down. Okay, so what I was talking about, I saw that TMO was live. Now I'm not going to sit there and pretend that I was there the whole fucking time. I was there for like 5 minutes. And I heard you saying, wait, stop, backing up. And you was like, see, they were the ones trying to line her up. I wasn't trying to line anybody up. And I think that if the tables were turned differently, you would do the same thing. If you were in a private stream yard or members only, whatever, and if somebody was calling Pizarro a liar and you knew that you was there and that conversation took place, I would expect you to speak up. Now, I was very careful with my words, and I tried to get them to dead the situation. I did, because I'm like, this is unnecessary. I don't even know why we're here. You know what I mean? But there is more to the story. And I didn't even know all of some things that was going on. So once I heard that, I was just like, oh, shit. So I kind of just like stepped back. So I expressed how I felt to oh shit. Okay. So I expressed how I felt to Kimmy, especially with the thing. I'm like, how is this a lineup? And to be honest, this part I can say, when Biz was in that back chat, we were talking about many different things. And so everybody had pretty much left or whatever. And when Kimmy was like, so when you was going to tell me you and MU was in a relationship, I don't think that was a setup. I felt like basically like, girl, I know your tea. I could have been aired you out. She's basically letting her know, like, me and MU that had our issues, and I could have been said this stuff, but because I like you, I never said anything about it. So I'm sitting there like, okay. So I'm sitting there thinking, but Benz, I said, remember when I told everybody that I thought y'all was dating or whatever because of over on Nessa's platform when Misunderstood was being mad about Ben's flirting or whatever. And so I said, but I did make a joke because I wasn't going to do it. I said, I'm about to go live right now and tell everybody that I was right, that y'all did. Because every time I say something, people say, I don't know what the fuck it is I'm talking about. Like how a motherfucker didn't have spoons and the proper utensils in their goddamn house. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I give people a lot of grace. So I was just like, well, so the whole conversation was going on. And as that conversation was going on with us, I really wasn't saying much of any fucking thing, because what was it for me to say? Other than I said, I'm going to go live right now and tell them all. And I don't know if y'all know how long ago this was. This wasn't a couple days ago or whatever. This shit was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and so Benz was like, no, don't do that, because that's going to make a whole bunch of people upset or whatever like that. And I was like, no, I'm not going to say anything. So for me, I would have took that to my grave the same way I would with a whole lot lot of other things that I know about. I wouldn't say anything about it. So I had no intentions of saying anything. And so I heard Pizarro talking about it. And I was like, oh shit. But Pizarro was like, Kimmy's lying, that never happened as far as the relationship thing or whatever. And Benz didn't get like overly per se like talkative that particular day, but she was just like, but Benz pretty much was like, well, MU messes with, still messes around with men. And if I'm going to be in a relationship, that person has to be with no man for at least like a whole year, because I don't deal with basically bisexual women or whatever, So I just didn't think that deep. And I really wanted the shit to be deaded, to be honest, but I can't make somebody dead a situation. And like I said, I think more clarity will come when Kimmy comes live. I would like to think that it will maybe all make sense.
Okay. So do I have an issue with you? No, I don't. But I do think that you do play a role in a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, if we're just gonna call it out for what it is, you definitely kicked the stuff back up that night on Pizarro's because you wanted everybody to come and have a conversation. I'm just doing commentary based, and here's the thing: you can do commentary about me. It doesn't matter. Like, this is what we all do. We're all in the arena where we do commentary. Now, if you want me to be honest with you, I'm not going to say that you knew that this conversation was going to happen, but no, you was there for the conversation, and then you came and you said your part of what the conversation was. My thing is, this was a private conversation that Benzone did not initiate. Everyone is clear that Benzone did not initiate this conversation about whatever was had. It was brought to her. Hey, this is tea that I got about you in private. And Benzone at this time had not done anything to any of you ladies to cause for this information to come out. But because your friend was mad at MU or whatever she decided to do, she brought this information forth. The thing is, it's semantics. The whole conversation is semantics. It's a discussion of semantics. Benzone, the only discrepancy that Benzone is saying is, I never said I had a coochie picture. That is what she is saying. She said, I did not have this picture. I never said I didn't get a picture. Never said a picture was not sent. I said I did not have this specific picture. Benzone is not saying there wasn't a conversation. She's not saying any of that. But it's like, because she is not saying that I have this certain picture, the goalpost continues to be moved. That is my opinion. That is what I'm saying.
And who has moved the goalpost?
Y'all.
Because okay, so tell me
the
this.
Whole conversation yesterday was, well, Benz, you didn't say, well, Benz, you said this, well, Benz, you said that. And Benz kept saying, no, I did not say that. No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that. Benz kept saying over and over again, she would agree with what was said. Yes, that happened. Yes, that happened. Yes, that happened. No, that did not happen. Yes, that happened. No, that did not happen. Yes, that did not happen. And then you was even like, well, how could you say that's not a lie? You said you got a picture. She said, yeah, I got a picture, but it wasn't a coochie picture. And you was like, well, what's the lie then? The lie is that it was a coochie picture. Because if we go to the live, on the live, your friend stated that, girl, you even sent Benz on your coochie picture. And then when Benzone went and asked her on Tracy's live, did you say that did you say that MU sent me a coochie picture? She said, no, I did not say that. But in her own word, she did say that. That's the only discrepancy. Because guess what? All she had to say was, you know what? I was talking fast and I said that, but no, that's not what it meant. That's not what it was. That's all she had to say, because the words is on her video. On her video, she said, girl, you sent your coochie to Benzone. She said it on her video. It's out there. She said it. All she got to do is say, you know what? I was just talking too fast. My bad. That's it. It could have been a fraudulent slip, but she said it. So to make Benzone accountable for something that she didn't even initiate the conversation. She didn't come to y'all and tell she did not come to y'all and be like, "Ooh, let me tell you this about misunderstood." No, she was approached with this conversation. And then this private conversation that she did not come to y'all with is now being put on YouTube for what? You didn't bring it to YouTube. You overheard about it. And then when you overheard about it, you then said, well, no, I was there in this conversation, and I'm not gonna lie for either party. But you have stated that no, it wasn't, no, there was no confirmation of what kind of picture it was, but it was discussion of a picture. You said that. It might be some discrepancies on if she said it was a relationship, if they was not in a relationship. There's some discrepancies about that. But at the end of the day, none of it even really matters. None of it even matters because what was the lie? What was this to prove? That the coochie picture was out there? Okay, we know it's out there, but what does Benzone have to do with the coochie picture? Nothing. She has nothing to do with it. So why should she be so,
Okay, can I say
so
this to you?
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. It's kind of like, and I'm not saying you were saying this, but it's like shut up and take it. And like I told Benzone yesterday in my live, if you was, can I cuss? Let me know if I can cuss
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you can cuss.
If you was a do bitch before, continue to be a do bitch. And that's the narrative that I'm getting is that if you're gonna be a good do bitch, then you need to be in a do bitch position. And but Benzone put herself in that position. And that's just how I feel about it. And I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, well, I think that once Kimmy has to say what she has to say, write what you had to say, you can pin that and then respond back to that. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. But do I have an issue with you? Absolutely not. You haven't done anything to me. But if we're gonna do commentary about what's going on in the streets, Shelly, right now, you in the streets. You may not want to be out here banging, but Shelly, you out here banging.
Mm.
So, I mean, am I not
I mean,
supposed
my issue is just about me setting somebody up. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
but like I said, I don't feel like did you know that conversation was gonna happen that day, or was you just back there and the conversation just happened that day?
no, it just happened. There was a lot. Listen, we be having lots of conversations. You
But
know what I'm
Shelly, I thought
saying?
you wasn't behind the scenes.
You call that behind the scenes?
Absolutely, it was a private conversation,
Mm.
and you know about it. We wasn't privy to it. It didn't happen on the panel. That's
Brianna,
fine.
it's all kind of stuff that people are not privy to. It is what it is. Like, come
Okay, then
on.
guess what, Shelly? We all behind the scenes.
I mean, if that's how you want to say it, but I don't really see it that way.
So what you think behind the scenes is phone numbers? Like if we got each other, like if you talking on the phone.
Eh, I don't
I
know.
want
Like,
to know your
I
opinion.
don't. I mean, the thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like the way people were even talking was like Benz was trying to set. I'm sorry, not Benz. I'm sorry. That Kimmy was trying to set Benz up by asking the question. I
But
think it would have been
that's
no different than when you got some tea and you be like, "Girl, you know, boom, 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 boom." I really
misunderstood
didn't
said
think we
that,
would ever
Shelly.
even be revisiting this shit over again.
But Shelly misunderstood said that in her live.
What did she say?
Shelly, I mean Ben misunderstood told Benzone that your friend Ben lining her up because she knew about the conversation. That was said in her live right before you clicked the link.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just has grew, and how I feel about it even today, the story just keeps on growing legs, and it's just out of
Mm-hmm.
control. And
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that yesterday, which I'm not mad that she didn't go live or whatever yesterday, because we were over here all fucking day. You know, I ain't never been on YouTube that long or whatever. But by it going on longer, it's just like it's just too much. And I could have very much been like, okay, just sit at Pizarro's and didn't say anything at all. But I already knew that if Kimmy has to defend herself. The first thing she's going to say is, don't you remember? Shelly was there. And I was. But I didn't know we was going to revisit the
Said,
situation.
Shelly. And guess what you could have said? And guess what you could have said? I ain't got nothing to do with it because you don't. You don't have nothing to do with it because just listen, just like right now, how we all on the panel. Is that Jay Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, that's Jay Wilson, and that's Detroit 313, right?
It's me.
Okay, guess what? They don't have nothing to do with this conversation. They just here. This is a conversation between me and you. They just here. But guess what? If somebody wanted to go ask a question about it, they can.
But let me tell you something. For me, okay, so let me just tell you for me. If the tables would have been turned, right? And I'm being called a liar. And like I said earlier, so Detroit 313, if I knew she was there, because I gave the example of if Nika was going live and saying something about Shelly's line, that never happened. And I know that she was there and she's sitting there being quiet and don't say nothing. I need to revisit what type of fucking relationship do we have. I don't want friends like that, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing, though. Sometimes,
whether it be friend, associate, or whatever.
Sometimes somebody opening their mouth can do more damage than harm. It could do more damage than good. Because guess what, Shelly? If you would have not gotten in the middle of it that night, we wouldn't even be here. Because it just it just literally would have been between Kimmy and Ben Zone. But then you got into it.
No. It would have never been that.
Because guess what? You got into it. You came off Pizarro's. You wanted everybody on the panel. So then after that, they misunderstood went live. Then after that, you went live. And now we're here. Then Joyce had to come state her claim. Everybody started stating their claims. Well, guess what? It literally could have been between them. Because there has been situations where it was me and Pizarro, right? And Pizarro decided she want to go pop her motherfucking mouth. Pizarro didn't tell me, oh, I'm finna go pop my mouth. I'm finna go do this. So guess what? You popped your mouth. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't ask me about it. I ain't got shit to do with it.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. No, and I understand what whoever feels, but nobody's going to tell me what I can and can't say.
Right.
And if I hear her being called a liar about, I doubt that happened. No, it did happen. I was fucking there. And that's it, and that's all. But the part about lining somebody up and setting somebody to fuck up, no.
One second, Shelly. You even said you didn't even know all that was said. So how could you come and defend something when you didn't even know what was said?
What I was defending was that Kimmy was not lying about having a conversation with Benz about Miss.
That wasn't the argument. That wasn't the argument. It was never an argument of if they had a conversation. The argument is strictly on Ben
did not listen. If that is the case, then why the fuck was Benz over here apologizing?
Because Benz is an idiot. We know that. That's dumb. Benz is an idiot. Benz don't know how to argue. Benz don't even know how to engage in this arena. So that's stupid. The argument was that there's never been an argument or a discussion of did they have a conversation. Everybody has agreed that they had a conversation. Benz don't agree that they had a conversation. Kimmy agreed they had a conversation.
But already know how
this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get down. The only argument that we are discussing, the only thing is up for discussion did Ben Zone get a pussy picture from Misunderstood, and did she tell y'all that? That is the argument. That is the only argument. Was they together? If they was together, if they fucked, when they fucked, how they fucked is not our business. The only argument, the only point of contention is did Ben Zone tell y'all that she got a pussy picture from Misunderstood? That's it. All the other shit is irrelevant, and y'all have a good day.
Ciao.
Why she gotta run? Because I feel like if it's all commentary, if we all talking about it, just like she came on your panel to talk about it, why can't you talk about it?
I don't even know why she's mad.
I don't understand. It's a private conversation. I do agree with some of what she was saying, though. And that's what I was saying yesterday about Benz. And I agree with her. Beings talk in circles, and beings agree with things, and beings say this. So it does make beings look guilty, and it does make beings look bad. So I agree with that part. Remember, we were saying that earlier. She threw. That's why I was confused about the picture and everything. I don't have anything to do with the conversation. We were up here. I was just up here talking about other stuff. So I was gonna get down. Hi, Mr. Wilson. I'm gonna go ahead and let you handle y'all conversation, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Okay, sis.
What's up, Shelly? How you doing?
Hey, everything's
It,
good.
it seems like there's some passion to this. So, anyway, I just wanted to clear some things up. First of all, I don't have a problem with Shelly and the interview that she did with Noble. I ain't telling Noble where he can go. What I did say is you're part of the problem or solution. My thing is that, I'm like, can these people be diplomatic and work it out? If not, that's it. So that was my focus on that. But I'm not telling him where he could go and what he can do. And I'm not mad because you interviewed him or anything like that. And like I told some people earlier today, if I really have an issue with Shelly, I'll just get on the phone and say, hey, do we have a problem? And so that's all I really wanted to say because it came out in my chat room and somebody said, are
I
you and
was in
Shelly
there
okay?
watching the whole thing. I was in the comment section.
Yeah, I'm like, are you and Shelly okay? I'm like, yeah, we're fine, as far as I know, and so I just really wanted to put that out there because again, there are some people who about strife, even between content creators, and so I'm trying to just keep my line of communication open, so we don't have that. But no time did I say Noble couldn't go anywhere or say anything. I did say
They're
that you
saying
can't.
because they said you told him not to do the interview.
No, I said that at the end of the day, what you're going to do is what you're going to do. I said, but just be wise because at the end of the day, you may get that $500, but the same folk who were cheering you and talking about you like a dog now want to do an interview. Think about your long-term strategy. But as the conversation went on, it was like, do what you want to do. You're a grown man. So that's how we feel. That's how I feel. Do what you want to do. You're a grown man. Everybody has a reason why they're on. And Tracy says she's gonna move on and if you're not done with it, it is what it is. You don't get along with Tracy, and that's perfectly fine, vice versa. I just, everybody has to do what they have to do. I just don't have a problem with you, Tracy, or Noble. Everybody has to do what's right for them. That's the bottom line. That's all I came up here for, Shelly. Nothing more,
Okay,
nothing less.
yeah. I mean, people are always gonna say something and try to get some shit started or whatever. But I mean, I listened to it and the interview or whatever, or I don't even know if it was considered to be an interview. Well, you were interviewing because I guess you were talking to Tracy or whatever. So I mean, it just was what it was. And I mean, if I'm not gonna run Noble down for an interview, but if he wants a voice, or if he wants somewhere where he can talk without being cut off, or because I do feel like he, in a way, is being told that he shouldn't say anything. Right? Would I say anything if I was him? Maybe not, but I also wouldn't be dealing with a relationship on YouTube. So
And that's true. And again, I told a lot of people that I'm glad that some of the stuff happened the way it did because again, I can see what Noble is saying that I don't get a chance to talk because I saw it, but then I saw where he broke down. So it just shedded a lot of light on a lot of things. And again, I don't think that it's just one or the other. I think it's a dual situation. It may be more than one or the other, but it's still, dual situation. So again, at the end of the day, they figure it out. I just gave him that platform. She came up as well. And if he wants to come out and express things, that's totally up to him. So, but I just wanted to make sure we were clear because again, at the end of the day, everybody has the right to run their platforms. I don't think I ever told you not to run your platform and vice versa. So I just
yeah,
wanted to
no,
make sure we're clear on that because again, you all, if I really had an issue with Shelly or something, I would pick up the phone and say, hey, is everything okay? Is everything all right? Because again, we have a type of relationship like that where if there's something that is not right, we know how to get in contact with each other and resolve it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Alexis, you can ask him that over there on his channel. I really don't want to get into too much about what Tracy should do or whatever, or to even ask him that, because to be honest, they were two adults in a relationship. And no other
I think they should leave each other alone. If she wants a friendship and he doesn't, then just move on. So I don't know. I just think that there is fault to go around. And again, I wasn't deep in the relationship. Only what I heard today and what has been mentioned. But they have to work that out. And eventually, they may not. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I just really hope that they can be diplomatic about it, but if not, that's it. So, but yeah. Thank you for allowing me to come up. I just wanted to clear that up because a lot of people came on the platform and they were pretty kind of upset or what's going on, and it's not that deep. I mean, I said,
it's not deep for me because, like I said, whether Noble interviews with me or he doesn't interview, the way he talked this morning, he was saying like he really not worried about interviewing with with anybody, and that's fine. Like, he's not going to make me or break me. You get what I'm saying? So
I understand.
I don't have an issue with that. But yeah, so that's it. And that's all. I mean, I'll still be over there watching.
Okay. Well, look, you all have a good one, and I will be in contact later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So I'm gonna give. I had left or whatever, and that's fine. I still stand on what I said, and I'm not going to change my opinion. If you know how a person fights, then you already know what it's going to be. And for me, I felt like it was better for me to say, well, yes, this did happen because I was there, versus me not saying anything. And then later on, when Kimmy goes live to say this and this happened, and I got proof because Shelly was there, and then people would say, well, hold up. Shelly was just in the chat when we were talking about it the other day, and she didn't say nothing. Now suddenly she was there. Because every time something comes up, they're always like, well, Kimmy always pulls somebody out of wherever and says that, that they were there, or she has proof, or third party, or whatever the case may be. I really wanted this shit just to be fucking dead, because I'm like, this is just going to get really fucking ugly. That's what I was trying to fucking do, honestly. Kimmy's being called a liar. She's going to defend herself. So it is what it is. And I get it about people having their opinions and saying whatever they're going to say. But I feel like even for me, that's even why more so, even if I was at fault with anything, it's probably just even being there to even click the goddamn link. But I was just like, oh shit, here we go. I already knew where the fuck it was going. I knew where it was going to go. And I know where it's going. And if anybody can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay? I don't. Just like everybody else, everybody knows how I fight, right? So if you're privy to something, it's probably better in somebody's best interest to speak up and say, well, yeah, I was there and I know that, because if I have to defend myself and I have to pull out a receipt, it's going to open up more things, because I only deal with the fucking receipts in a form of like recordings or text messages or whatever. And I don't even really care to do that type of shit. But I'm not going to sit there and let Pizarro call her a liar and me not say anything. And if I support Pizarro's channel and she's doing commentary and she got the commentary wrong, then I'm not supposed to say nothing. And I won't say she got the commentary wrong, but it happened. So maybe, I don't know. I feel like I'm just explaining myself over and over again. Yeah, they would say I'm hiding something. Just like now, it seems like a big thing because, well, who knew that this was going on? Everybody's talking somewhere along the lines doing fucking something. Okay? I mean, it's just silly to me. And then if I would go live, like, okay, let's say the next day or even that same day, if Kimmy was to go live and be like, this happened, I was having a conversation with Benz, and me and Shelly was there. Shelly, can you tell him the first thing I'm gonna do is come hit the goddamn link? So what the hell am I gonna wait 2-3 days for and then say, oh yeah, I was there when I was there the whole time? Does that make sense? I'm confused. And I mean, everybody was talking in riddles and rhymes and not wanting to say this, that, and the other thing. So I'm just like, oh my God, this shit is fucking ridiculous. And I could easily well say it's none of my business, or I could easily well say what the fuck I said. And that's what the fuck I said. I just don't get it. Benz had no idea they had already talked. See, that's the whole thing. I had not been on the internet all day. Your page was the first page I came to. So when I got there, I think I hadn't been there more than like 5 or 10 minutes. And I don't even remember exactly what it was that you had said at that moment, but it was something like, I don't believe that Kimmy or Benz told her that they had a relationship. But technically, yes, I don't know. But then Brianna saying that Benz didn't deny anything, but what type of picture it was, I don't think that was the case. But I just don't even think, it don't even fucking matter what I think, to be honest, at this point, because y'all know how I deal with receipts. Okay, I deal with receipts in a whole different way. And that's why I don't like for my back to be pushed up against the wall, because if I have to defend myself, it's going to be in a whole different way. And it's going to be no getting around it. Period and fucking point blank. Okay, so that's just that. But I would never be cool with anybody that's willing to sit somewhere in the presence of other people, because I've had an issue with some people when they talking about cash apps or whatever, and I'm like, but hold on, that shit didn't happen, and you sitting right there being fucking quiet, but you calling me on the phone and asking to borrow money, like, shit like that. I have an issue with people who do shit like that. I do. So at the end of the day, if somebody I know is being called a liar, it doesn't matter. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, because you like her, you're doing this, you're trying to defend her. No, I'm just speaking on what it was. I didn't want to be in a position, period, because I didn't necessarily have an issue with Benz. So I really wasn't trying to go there, because it's really none of my business. I really don't give a fuck about what they're doing. And like I said, there's things I heard after the fact. Y'all just gonna have to wait, honestly. Yeah, I mean, because it's really, and this is what I was explaining, that this shit just don't look right. I'm not apologizing to no motherfucking body. Indeed, the fuck I'm not. Listen, when people are beefing, and I'm not saying that it's right, but y'all know in the beef sector, there's always casualties of a fucking war. So whatever Kimmy and MU the fuck had going on, maybe that's something that Kimmy had to bring to the surface because her and MU was in the middle of battle. That's the way I'm assuming that the fucking shit happened. I understand casualties of fucking war because that's very much a part of the fucking beef sector. And so what I was trying to do, and never once was I trying to force Benz to say a motherfucking thing. So, like I said, y'all have exactly 29 minutes before she goes live. I don't know which way this is going to go. I low-key kind of feel like people want me and her to beef about something. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this back and forth is so fucking unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. And to be honest, we're all in the beef sector. So if you hear some tea from somewhere, you telling me you're not going to ask a person and be like, girl, you know I know about blah, 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 blah. People do that shit all the fucking time. Let me drop the link. If anybody has any questions and I can't even really say have any questions because I could bust out a receipt right now that would shut all this fucking shit down. I truly could. It shouldn't even be a situation. And I don't know what Kimmy's gonna do on her end. I know what I could do on my fucking end. But I don't want to do that. Now, I also got a update and they said that Jay Dunn is live and she's going off on Ben saying no apologies. She didn't get to go home for Christmas. And then they said, hold on. And then they said, Ben should have never offered a peace treaty. Well, you can't offer a peace treaty with the demon, but it is what it is. Oh, she's not live anymore. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm looking on my phone from what had came up. This was like an hour ago or 30, 40 minutes ago. Right. So for me, I try to do to others the way I want to be done. And I don't expect for anybody to fight my battles, but if you're in my presence and somewhere else it's being said that that's not true, I don't believe it, and you know it to be, I expect you to say something and not just sit there and let me get dragged and talk about I'm lying. Yeah, and Alexis, I wasn't mad with you at all about what you had asked. The thing is that he came up here because I don't know who told him that I was upset with him or whatever about him doing an interview, which I was not. I don't care about anybody doing an interview. I'm not mad about that or whatever. But yeah, I'm not mad about it or whatever, but I'm not gonna sit there and, well, you could have just stayed out of it. I got stayed out of it when the shit was being talked about because I was there. So that automatically puts me the fuck in it. I could have shut up all the fuck I wanted to. Eventually, it was going to fucking come out. And then even by that happening, it's like, well, damn, they behind the scenes with something that's private, and now it's out here to the public and all this other fucking bullshit. And then so then people make it like I'm behind the scenes trying to tell people business or whatever. No, that's really not the case. Yeah, it's not my issue. I'm not listening to no more of that shit. I don't care who says what. I don't give a fuck. I'm over it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. So, hypocrisy is always fucking real. You know, because people always say, oh, you shouldn't insert yourself into this or that, but they're inserting their self. Anybody else outside Ben's and MU, anybody else that's talking about it is inserting their self in it because they weren't involved in it. And I'm not upset with anybody who feels that I shouldn't have said anything, because I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have just said shit, because this shit is just getting twisted and it's getting turned around in different circles. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. And then I hate the fact that I have to wait until she goes live to say whatever it is that she needs to say, because it's certain things that I'm not gonna say, because that would make me no different than anybody else. I'm not going to come and disclose a private conversation that I had. You see what I'm saying? I expressed what I needed to express with Kimmy. She expressed what she needed to say, and that was that. And I understand everybody operates different. That's just how I fucking operate. That's how I operate. And a lot of times I end up looking like I'm up to no good or I've done something wrong because sometimes I won't say anything depending on the person or whatever and what the situation is. Hey, Deidre. Okay, well, Deidre, I would love to hear what you, because I know you'll be fair, and I don't need nobody to take my side. I truly don't. I'm grown as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to hear, how do you see it? Not that it really is about just receipts. That's really what it just comes down to. You said it's a lot. And then probably what I will do, let me go make sure her time has not changed or anything for her live. Because probably what I'll do is I'll just stay live here until her live starts. And I hope and pray to God that I don't have to come back live today. Because I don't want to get in the habit of constantly being on YouTube 24/7. No. But I'm not going to be I'm not going to be in a place where everybody feels they can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but I got to seek permission, or I should stay out of it. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. Da, 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 da. No, it don't work like that. I don't tell nobody else what the fuck they got to be talking about. Okay, boo. And I also feel like a lot of people are very biased because they have issues with Kimmy. So anything that's surrounding her, they have an issue with it. And if I don't find an issue with it, then I'm wrong because I'm not mad about it. What somebody else does and what I do is two different things. I don't come for nobody that does not come for me. I don't, that's not what I do. And anytime where I could, anytime that I can find peace or bring that a situation, I'm always for that shit, because a lot of this shit is so fucking unnecessary. And that's all it is right now. This shit is like so out of control. For what fucking reason? Oh, no. Whoever said 4:30, they either she changed the time, or whoever said 4:30, they must live on Central Time, because her live is at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Her live is in 80 minutes, and I'm not going to stay live for a whole nother hour and a half unless I'm just fucking talking shit with my sisters about whatever. But this shit is play fuck out.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hello. Hi. Hi, my shells. Hello, everyone. Hello, mods. Hello. My chest is beating. My heart, I don't know about nobody else. I guess it's Pisces season, right?
Yeah, almost. No, it's Aquarius right now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we just came out of Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces is right around the corner.
Then it's coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, number one, I will never date another YouTuber. I couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? Number two, I'm willing, like I said, I'm willing to wait to see what Kimmy says. Mm-hmm. The reason why I wrote Bree is 50% correct is because I did hear it like Bree said it here. And like Bree said, I make mistakes all the time. Sometimes I go back to my videos. I was like, girl, you sound crazy. You know, as like if you were trying to say 2024 and you said, yeah, I know it was in 2023. That's a human error.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if Kimmy's gonna this is the if Kimmy's gonna hit and say, you know what, this is what I meant. Okay. But this is why I don't agree with Bree. Because I was there on Lady Nika's panel with you when she came up and said the childish word. I didn't agree with that because number one, we're on Lady Nika's panel. And then I felt the shift of energy come from you. So I was like, you know, pat yourself on the back. You didn't go in on her. But now
you talking about when she said I was being childish by typing something in the back chat?
Yes.
Okay.
So
well, first of all, I assumed that she was talking to who I was relaying the message for. But see, even with that, now that okay, so again, my friend is telling me, let Nika know, blah. So I don't want to say it out loud because, in my opinion, it's nobody's business. That's just how I operate, right?
mm-hmm.
So she was like, you could put it in the back chat. So I put it back there, and then she gets involved in it. And so that, to me, that's inserting.
Well, I saw it.
Because this is me and Nika.
Right.
And that has nothing to do with her at all. You see what I'm saying?
So that's why the 50%, perfect segue. You can't say not to insert yourself when you insert yourself. We were physically there, y'all, when she inserted herself regarding the back chat.
Yeah.
So I get so confused. I know there's all types of new rules. Jay Wilson had me cracking up talking about this. We got an HMO housing authority, whatever he was saying. Like, you know, there's like, you know, a panel police now. We got the popo to tell you who can be on your panel, who not. Look, I don't know. I've worked hard for my position. This is why I mean that. I feel like I'm good with Shelly. And I feel finally like I'm good with Tracy. I haven't made any commentary about Noble or Tracy. I might have said a couple things and I left it as that. At that. I might have said a couple things with the Snoop and MU thing. I might have said it as that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's open season on somebody you might be cool with. You might be cool with MU. I ain't. So, and we have to pay attention to what's going on. For me, what's going on is somebody's best friend turned on them, then somebody's boyfriend ain't their boyfriend no more, and we're just following the thread of the story. But you can't get on nobody's panel and tell them what to say, what to do, how to move, where to go. That was very confusing to me, Bree, and that's the 50% I don't get down with. You're trying.
And I almost forgot about that until you had just said something, and I really didn't say too much that day. I might have said, well, like,
no, you did good.
I don't remember even how it had went, but it's when I say like I know she doesn't like me, it's because of things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's been times where I'm doing commentary over here, and Brianna will be in the chat, and she'll be like, "But this, but that," and it's just like, why are you even talking about? Why are you even speaking to me? Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's just weird because
I blocked her face out because you know how people will try to backstrike so you can decide whether you want to show it or not. We're showing avatars. I didn't want to show her face. We were all on there, and Shells wrote something. Y'all know I'm the back chat troll. I didn't snap it. Ain't my business. It had nothing to do with
I personally felt like it was a violation to even say
thank you
or whatever about in the back chat because
is somebody gonna get on her about? No, probably not, because they go along to get along now. You got 800 people in your chat. You got 5,000 subscribers. Pay no attention to Deirdre. She don't know what she's talking about. Okay, good. Well, I'm talking to Shells right now.
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get exactly what you're saying. And that's why I've continued to say those type of things or whatever. But see, I also know that a lot of times when people feel strongly about this, that, or the other thing, a lot of times it is because of conversations that's taking place behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And if it was, and obviously, let's just say that Nika was okay with it because it was her platform. And so I know for me, I'm not going to have somebody speak up about what's going on in my thing. Well, what she's writing in the back chat is this or that or blah, 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 blah.
Right.
No, I'm not. No.
It wasn't
what I'm
for
saying?
public. Like you saying, Ben Zone's conversation wasn't for public. Maybe that wasn't for public.
It wasn't for public. And actually,
Right.
what I was doing was I was doing what my friend asked me to do. Once again, I shouldn't have to explain that either. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I dropped down. I've enjoyed the whole show. When I connect with somebody, what you're saying, I drop down. You put it up on the big screen. You ask me to come up. I have something to demonstrate how I'm feeling. And Shelly just picked up what I dropped. You got what I'm saying. I'm not going to try to explain it to 15 different panels. I'm not going to try to explain it to 10,000 viewers by the end of the night, because I'm sure you'll get 5,000 and then Kimmy will get 7,000 and everybody will get their 1,000, whatever. I'm just going to say,
and I mean, look, even when other people that were of the opposite sex, right?
Right.
They were getting involved, or they had an opinion about some things that was going on between me and Nico or whatever. They had an opinion or whatever. And I understand how people feel like if it happens in YouTube or, we can all talk about it or whatever. But a lot of times that's what causes a lot of problems, because people literally put insert themselves into some shit that's between two other content creators. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
like, I'm
what happened to me.
I don't need no help.
But that's exactly what happened to me. Even when I willingly go on interviews, things like that. I'm willingly having the conversation, but you cannot say you're not inserting yourself.
Yeah, everybody's fucking inserting yourself in some fucking shit.
It's to be said. That's what I said yesterday. Where are these new rules coming from? I know I'm busy in real life, but damn.
And can I be honest? Sometimes it's hard for me to like adjust to some shit, because being so I've been here for so long, when I see shit is moving in a different direction, it's so weird to me. You know what I mean? Because I always look at it like I don't own this shit, but it's kind of like, motherfucker, I was here before you, and you want to tell me how some shit's supposed to be done? That don't make sense. Girl. I really have a problem with that, right?
I got a big problem. I got a problem with it, so much so that I'm gonna use these next 2 years to come on when I want and to finish my degree, keep working, and retire. I don't want to be around people who even think that way, Shelly.
Yeah, and I mean, then there were some people that felt like, well, Pizarro shouldn't be letting you get dragged on her panel. And I'm thinking like, but we're not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know each other. We don't talk to each other behind the scenes. I don't feel like I don't think she owes me that. You get what I'm saying? And I know by me saying this is going to piss some people off, because they don't, it's like this. When a person tells you who they are or whatever, it's up to me to accept it, deal with it, or Marley, or not deal with it. You get what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes they can't deal with themselves. They don't want to accept who they are.
Yeah, I don't know. So to me, that shit is weird. It really is. I
won't stay too long. I appreciate you.
You're fine.
Your question, did I give a little insight or?
Well, thank you for that, because that is true. Mm-hmm. And so even though she was saying, well, like, I don't have an issue with you, whatever, I'm not going to sit there and argue and fight with her, whatever. She can say whatever she wants to say. No one's going to force me to act crazy. Nobody's going to force me to cuss them out. Nobody's going to force me to go back and forth with them for content or for commentary. It's not going to happen.
Let me say this too. It has a lot to do, because she keeps saying, what did she say, your friend? It has a lot to do with her and Kimmy fell out. We all know.
Yeah, and I don't have nothing to do with Kimmy. That's another thing.
Yeah.
See, sometimes people will get mad with you because you're cool with somebody that once upon a time they was cool with the same motherfucker. So whatever so-called bad ways that they so-called have or don't have, once upon a time you were dealing with the same person.
Thank you.
And at the end of the day, nobody knows what my relationship with her is or is not.
Right.
You know why? Do you want to know why? Because for real, in real life, Deidre, you know me, but you don't know me like that. We haven't really got a chance to get like too acquainted, right?
Right.
But anybody who knows me for real, will tell you that once we reach a certain level of some things, I'm not gonna come on here and explain everything about our business or lack of business. But I'm not gonna do that shit.
You shouldn't.
Now, other people that let people do that or whatever, then that's on them.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna do that shit.
No, you shouldn't. And that's where people need to let each other know their boundaries. And that's what Jay Wilson was saying about Tracy and Nova. They should have talked about it. I talk about it to people. If I do have them on the phone, I tell you exactly what I want. If we send an email, I say exactly what I want to say, what I don't want to say. I say don't. I have a little security confidential thing at the end of each email. And then people usually go away because then they know, yeah, I can't fuck with her. I can't snake her. I can't lie on her. Number one, y'all know who I am. But yeah. And like I was gonna say, and then I'll let you close your show, but you had a valid point right there. Hold on to that. Because see, that's what makes you different, Shelly. You're not gonna go there with people that you, like you say, you meet certain levels.
I mean, yeah, I'm almost for certain that. Yeah, and I'm not saying that if you grown, you old enough to get cussed the fuck out, right? Yeah. I get that part, but somebody my damn daughter's age, I'm not fucking arguing with you.
No,
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm a whole grandmother. What I look like worried about what a 40-year-old got to say. My kid's almost 40. Are you okay? I don't give a fuck, especially when it's a lie.
Yes, and some people sometimes will get mad with me because they think that I let some people get away with certain shit. But when you feel indifferent, neither hate or love, it's a different type of thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not moved by any of that. You know what I mean?
That's a level of maturity. That's good.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I find it hard to believe that if anybody was there listening and would have heard Pizarro saying what she said, that they would have just sat back and said nothing. I was like, but I already know when you know how a person, how a person,
they want their version to be true, whether they have receipts or not.
Right.
That's what happened to the beef sector. No receipts.
Absolutely none.
The fuck. But
and if you know how a person fights, at least with me, I know to already get ahead of it because I already know where we're gonna fucking go. So we don't have to.
You got something they ain't got. They ain't willing to sit down and listen.
And they're not listening. They're not listening. Half of them are not listening to anything that's being said. Because it's so simple, yet why is it so goddamn difficult?
Well, it's called life experience. You're a married woman. A lot of them never had that experience. And I want to say that again. Let me get it out. We squirrel. I get distracted. I feel like I've earned a certain position in our sector, and I look forward to the day. Maybe one day you and Tracy can sit down because your beef was because of the guy she was dating with first, and I understand where you were coming from, and I understand where she was coming from. So maybe after the dust is settled, I don't know, because I just feel like I'm not beefing with nobody. I feel very comfortable hitting any of y'all's panel because I've earned that. You would have to literally tell me, show me, produce to me, or pay me to get up off a panel because I ain't never lied on nobody. Never. But I can support two people that's in a beef. And I know how to keep my mouth shut. I know how to sit back, relax, because I've been here for 10 years. So I'm not worried about newbies or, the jump offs, the do girls, the do boys, the motherfuckers in the back. I ain't worried about no troll. I love trolling. Okay. But for you, it's different because you've had a whole journey as a content creator. See what I'm saying? Coming from Maddie, going to the show, all these real, true relationships. You met people in real life. So I really, really, really appreciate you letting me up, because tonight I might be on Tracy's panel, but I'm not on fuck shit.
Well,
I'm
you
not
know,
gonna
I'm never going to
decide.
feel any type of way
Exactly.
about that. She already stated what she's going to do, and I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Posting a picture with me with a butcher knife, explain how is that going to change my day or time? I mean, didn't you post that same video, Deidre?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm still alive, right?
And exactly. And it was a point of view of, I get it. Shit. They might have had to call the popo on me. You know what I mean? I can't remember all
And
the
the thing
content.
is, I always tell people, if it's something
Yeah.
that I do on YouTube, or if it's something I bring to YouTube, I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Talk about it, whatever. But I'm never, even with that, I'm never going to get into something that I did not fucking bring here, right? But
Yeah.
when your way of so-called fighting is immediately going to somebody's child, which this is, you know, that this is Tracy. She's disgusting. This is what she does, right? What does she think that's gonna do? Am I gonna cry? No, bitch, I'm not gonna cry. You can post my son, you can post me, and at the end of the day, your pussy's still whack.
Ooh, stop. God.
Okay.
I agree with Sirius. I think one day maybe we can get there. I don't know when. I'm not trying to force anybody to do nothing right now.
Well, listen, the only type of thing that me and her could do is don't speak on me, and I don't gotta speak on you. It's very simple. I'm not hard to whatever, but if you think you're gonna do something and you think you're gonna embarrass me, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care about it. But if I bust out your motherfucking court papers and you being behind on your motherfucking rent, bitch, we can do it. You want me to shut this down right now, Deidre? You want me to tell you what I'm holding? You want to tell you how hard I can go if I want to?
Both of you can.
I've spared this girl for a long time because I feel sorry for her. Truly felt sorry for her. I watched this girl sit her ass in fucking jail and nobody gave a fuck. Nobody from YouTube, nobody in real life, nobody cared. So now that you're out here doing something, you're not as big and bad and bold as you think you are, because all you can do is internet dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? If you really that bitch, you should be able to drag me. We can drag each other. You see what I'm saying? But you don't want to do that. You want to say whatever it is that you want to say. But nobody can say any motherfucking thing back. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
I know. I just don't want it to be about a guy that got tossed away. That's what I.
He ain't get tossed away. He tossed her away.
I hear what you're saying, but you see my overall point.
I know.
Women, we do that to each other.
No, but see, you know what?
I don't want to happen.
Also, look at, because sometimes we can't blame things on a man, right? Look at how the person is handling that situation. Even when old boy did that shit that he did to her, Rob, or whatever, I didn't really sit back and do commentary on that shit. It's a lot of shit, and Deidre, you know, for as long as you've been watching me, it's a lot of shit I don't speak on at all.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Y'all should have known Shelly back in the day,
girl.
Good entertainment, but anyhow, you don't even know who I existed. I got blocked
from that time when you
dropping down.
When you was Five's moderator, you used to say a whole bunch of crazy ass shit.
Yes. Yeah, I was in there like swimwear, like we used to say. Yes. And guess what? I stood up, 10 toes down, and I took accountability, didn't I?
And then this is the thing. If a person expresses how they feel and they're being bold enough to fucking tell you, bitch, you look crazy. Right? You mad with the wrong motherfuckers. You need to be mad with the people who keep on cheerleading you along to make a fool out of yourself. And the reason why they don't mind is because you're their fucking entertainment. You look crazy.
Like I said, my heart is like, this is going to be a long day, y'all.
No, I
It's
ain't
my
gonna
Saturday.
after
Today's
Kimmy
my
goes live, I
Saturday.
hope and pray I don't have to come back live or whatever.
Well, thank you for having me up. I just
Oh, it
wanted
was
to
fun.
tell Bree, no Bree, I was there, honey. Stop it. Stop trying to.
Yeah, even that, and
This
even
is
using the
Shelly
words like childish,
motherfucking
like you're being
Hutchison.
disrespectful. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
is Shells. You can't tell Shells with her 20K in what, 10, 15 years? How long you been doing this?
actually, you know what? My first video was 2015. I think my first video might have been about fucking shingles, girl.
I love it.
I think it's still up.
It's back in the news. You should refresh it. Okay. See,
You
this
know,
is what I like about content creators like yourself. You do more than just beef section. So do I. I don't care if it's one person in there or a video that I got almost 10,000 views. I just want to come on and do what I want to do. I'm not here to appease, but I see that's where a lot of this shit is going to. Oh, let's just
yeah, because they
lie.
think that's the easy way, and the easy way is, you
I'm
know,
not a panel
kissing ass or
channel,
some
and I'm
bullshit.
not
You know,
running around with a group of people. I never will. I can't. I'm too busy.
right?
Well,
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
actually, I'd rather just do like some content and be done with it and have the rest of the day to
Oh,
live
that's
my
where
life.
I'm
You
going.
know what I'm saying? The
That's
older
where I'm
we
going.
get, why would you want to spend
I'm not spending more than 2-3 hours a day, maybe 10 hours a week. I've already given myself a limit.
and
If I
guess
got
what?
red ball the fuck out of y'all, that's what I'm gonna do.
And guess what's going to happen? Even after today, all is said and done, I'm still not going to take my ass to bed tonight until I do at least 2 videos of real commentary, because I made a promise to myself about what I'm going to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
do not forget about that. Yes.
yeah, and even when it comes to YouTube, I don't want to be.
I'm not here to be popular. I did that when I was 16. I was a varsity cheerleader. I was class president. I did all that bullshit before I became a grown arse woman with a husband and kids and a job and a military commitment in college. I did all of that when I was 20, 30, 40. If I want to come out here and talk about fucking buttons, bitch, I will. I'm not trying to get this and that and that and this. The fuck?
And if I could be honest, a lot of people, and this is what I say often, a lot of people are going to wake up, especially the ones who are younger than us. They're going to wake up one day and say, oh my God, because time goes fast. When I first got on here, I believe it was 39 or 38. And then bam, the next minute, you know, you're 45, 46. But however, to me, I feel like I had already lived my life. Doesn't mean I still don't have more life to live. Yeah, I do. Right. But I feel like with some people, they spend so much time here on YouTube. By the time that they realize that they haven't lived life, it's going to be too late.
It is too late. And
because they're not forming real relationships.
When I was 30, my twins were 9 years old.
Wow.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers who want to sit next to me or say what they want to have me in their motherfucking mouth, I just look at you because you are a fool.
You got like, twin girls or boys.
All I got to do is click live and say, you 40, you ain't never been married and you ain't got no kids. The fuck out of my face.
And let me tell you, even some of the stuff that I say is because this marriage is not my first rodeo.
Hello.
And I learned from the first.
Right. Me too.
What not to do. Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate you so much. And
well, I hope you'll be coming to the boot camp, girl. You got to look into the members.
I saw that one video. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to comment, but I get so distracted. But I did see it. It was 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. I also have something else that I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
And I do want with that, other than the people I already talked about with it, I do want you and V. Lenore, and I would like Kiki those are the three women that are content creators that I would like to participate in that. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you more about it
I would love to.
before the time gets here, but I would
Okay.
it's a really good idea, and I think it will be good for content wise, you know,
Okay.
for all of us, and just, you know, as women, content creators, and all that other type of shit. Because, you know, my head is always spinning in circles with ideas. So
yeah, I'm ready. I appreciate you.
Yeah. So, but thank you for coming up. I truly appreciate it.
No
And
problem.
you know,
I'll
I will be
there.
picking, hey Kimmy, I
Where's
will be
Kimmy?
picking another moderator of the month, and I'll probably do some giveaways too. So we'll probably play like some trivia or something coming up soon. Because I like to have fun too. I don't want to always be on here cussing. But one thing that I do like is the place where I am in my life right now. It really takes a lot for me to get mad and angry. Like, I just don't have it in me anymore. I just don't.
I understand. I'm ready.
We can go right now. I'm ready like Freddie, baby. You want to go ahead and change your time, Kimmy, and go ahead and start your
stop talking, Kimmy.
and start your music up, because I'm about thoroughly about almost annoyed with this shit. Because I mean, it's just the thing with me is, even the people saying you should mind your business, we all should mind our business if that's the case. You
yeah, I didn't get that at all. I'm like, what? Not when you Bree, not when you fell down in Bama Girls live chat and snatched the exclusive with them people. Girl, bye. Stop playing in our face. Okay. You remember that mess. Girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, you know. I don't know.
I was like, girl, if you don't, I almost hit the I said no, it'll throw off the energy. But I appreciate you even asked me to come up. So,
and it has because I do appreciate, I do respect your opinion. Okay. I mean, I listen to you sometimes, it's late at night, you know, but and I can't always, you know, per se come up at that time, but you know, I do appreciate your feedback. But I know me, and sometimes when you don't clap back at people, they tend to think, you know, you're scared or you're this or you're that. And it's just like, no, I'm not going to sit there and argue with you. Like, I'm just not.
Term I learned during the merge that I enjoy is gray rock. Gray rock a motherfucker. I enjoy doing that lately. And I'm getting real good at it. So I'm proud of myself. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. Let me pull out my other device so I can see exactly when Kimmy gets this live started. And I hope after today, this is just the end of this, but I'm sure it probably won't be, because people just have a problem because they're looking for a goddamn problem. Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to make me jump up, or even like if old girl goes and starts posting a picture with me in a with a butcher knife. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh my God, don't do that. I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck what you about to post and what the fuck you about to talk about. Girl, lies can't hurt me. Lies cannot hurt me at all. And when you finish posting that shit 99 times, then what? Then what? I'm gonna still tell you that your pussy ain't no good. Okay? So, okay. Ooh. We going early, y'all. 1 second, she said. Okay, so she hasn't started just yet. So, sis, what you feeling? What you thinking?
I'm okay, girl. Marquisa started his gaming thing, so I thought we were gonna be backstage. Yeah, girl, I agree with Miss Gigi. Thank you for your commentary, and everything she said was spot on and on point. And you know I'm fair either way it go. I agree. I can agree to disagree, but everything she said was right on. I just don't understand why it's okay. You can't talk behind the scenes. You can't have people on your panel, But you come up on their panel, get your ass jumped and every damn thing else. Then it was somebody in your chat, Brooklyn Jada. Hello, I added you. Yes, I did. Because you said what make an issue. No, I wasn't making an issue. I just want to know why Shelly can't have people on her panel because you having a discussion. Don't nobody drum down when Shelly come on the panel. So no, girl, I know you. It's probably loud in my house. I'm sorry because my son has a gaming channel, but yeah. So that's all I wanted to say. I didn't understand that commentary, but I wanted to see was that what was being said. You can't have people up when you can't talk behind the scenes. You can't. So it's a set of rules for you that only Shelly had and Kimmy got to follow. Is that what I was understanding? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, girl. I just look at it like it's always more to it. And a lot of times people just don't know the whole fucking stories. You know what I mean? So they don't have anything to do but to assume. And so, you know, it is what it is, you know. Did you ever ask her why she's so invested? Because see, I noticed whenever she says something about me or has said something about me, nobody ever have asked her any questions, but you guys have questions for me. I'm going to do whatever the fuck it is that I want to do.
Who's so invested? Who are they talking about?
No, they was saying with me. Oh, she's live. Okay, Kimmy's live, y'all.
I
Let's
was
go
about to
ahead
tell
and
you,
go over
Kimmy
to
live.
let's go
Okay.
ahead and go over there to Kimmy's live. I'm gonna go ahead and leave out with my music. I see y'all over there, okay?
God bless everyone. Bye
All right,
bye.
love y'all all. Have a good day. I think it's gonna be a DMV type of day. Where are we at? Where are we at? Lord, I got my shit all fucked up. I'm about tired of hearing this one song now. All right, I don't even know where it is. I might have took it out of here. All right, y'all. Anyway, I see y'all. Kimmy's live. Let's go. Bye.